Honestly, anybody, you need to do this. You gotta do it. There's like your system gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Like if you want to experience some real pleasure, then you stop that and you just get it locked in your brain that you're not gonna do it. And I promise you, what's on the other end of this is beyond words. It is beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of semen retention. Today, we got the two masters. We're going to talk about the semen retention, how it's powerfully transformed men's lives. We're going to share our experience. The most important thing you can do as a man, practice semen retention. Just be normal. Just be normal. Today, I'm joined with the main man himself, Reese. Shout out to Reese, very avid Discord member and participant on my YouTube channel. To give you some background, Reese reached out to me a while ago and I spoke with him for some time and I gave him this suggestion. Hey buddy, you gotta do this. He'll go into it more. He'll explain this better. And then today he reached out to me saying this was absolutely the right thing to do. So let me know, Reese. Take it away. What do you gotta say?
Well, first, what I would say is that I did try this journey once before, and I think I did like 6 months or something. But it was something about Shiva. It's when I was doing it on my own, so there was no like external person to be like, listen, you need to do this. And for some reason, Shiva just being like, listen, you're the sort of guy that has to do semen retention, like you maybe for the rest of your life, you said. And there was something about like the severity of the message that how he said it to me. I was like, okay. I think it started on the 6th of December. That's when I restarted my semen retention journey. And I think I've been going through a process anyway, but without this situation, like when I'm sitting here now and I'm meditating, like things are really starting to happen. Just my life and my system is like got so much integrity to it. And the energy is literally rising up to my crown. I can feel it. And it's going and going and going. And I'm getting like the most beautiful feelings around this area here. And it's just, it is that tiny little bit of joy that you get or pleasure that you get from spilling your seed every day or just wasting it. If you're a spiritual seeker specifically, but I would say for anybody, like if you want to experience some real pleasure, then you stop that and you just get it locked in your brain that you're not going to do it. Stop consuming any of the material as well. Don't like tease yourself too much with other stuff. And I promise you, what's on the other end of this is beyond words. It is beautiful.
Yeah, I want to give you a proper perspective. I need to go into this more because Reese reached out to me approximately a month ago or a little bit longer than a month ago. And he said, hey, I want to talk to you. I'm like, hey, my price is $220. That was at the time how much it was. And Reese said, oh, I don't want to talk to you that much. I'm like, oh, okay. And then Reese said, I told him, hey, let's just do it on donation. Whatever you want to give me, you can give me. I'll talk to you. And that's exactly what we did. And I spoke to Reese and I listened and I paid attention. And I saw if you're willing for me to reveal this, Reese, I can explain to you what I shared with you. So I saw that I can see things, my friends. My pineal gland is wide open and I can see people and I can see that the energy was not so integrated within this person's body. And this is absolutely essential for this particular man. It's essential for all men, but Reese, you would magnificently benefit from this. And I see it now. And I also said this will kind of culminate within the 6-month range. So time flew by. It's already been a month. Fantastic. And I just want to say this to properly exclaim my gifts and my powers here. And in the 5 months from now, when you your body fully reabsorb this, it'll be fantastic to see it, witness what you've become.
That's what I mean. It's a month deep already, and just wow. Honestly, I can't even begin to describe. Honestly, anybody, you need to do this shit. You gotta do it. Like, let me give it. I'm trying to explain like what for people that, because I remember when I've been to my brother's before and I've explained that I was doing semen retention. It just seems like, why would you do that? Like, what's the real need to do that? But there's something about the energy being it's like a not suppressing the energy, that's not the right word. It's there's like a your system gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, and then the energy that because you know when you've done it and you've released the seed, you just feel like a bit like deflated. If you stop that deflated feeling, you understand the power of that energy, that life-giving energy that you're putting out there. Like that is literally the way to self-realization, especially if you're a little bit older as well. I think when you're younger and your hormones going all over the show, as soon as you get over a certain age, like if you want to start experiencing higher levels of consciousness, I think this is probably the most important thing. And I never even thought of this before being the most important thing. But I genuinely feel like out of all the other things that I've been researching and stuff, this has been what Shiva's told me to do. Has been it's the best for sure. Do it. Do that shit.
So tell us, how did you manage to withhold this for so long? Because men sometimes can't even last 1 or 2 days. What?
I
Give us some
mean,
tricks.
it's now it feels like you said to me, do it for the rest of your life. Honestly, where I'm at right now, I feel like I could do unless I was making a baby. I think what it is like once you've delved into this world for long enough and you've sort of exhausted that resource and you realize how just pointless it is. It's just like anything. Once you've I don't think I would be able to get to this journey without realizing how like just silly it is. Now it's not even a struggle at all. My goal has always been truth, higher energy, which has been the most important thing, and realization or enlightenment and clarity of vision as well. That's my most important thing. So if that's what you're really focusing on, as soon as you start seeing a tiny little benefit from this, you just can't go back. Like it's like you see, okay, if I do this now, I'm gonna lose this state of meditation. Once you touch that inner core of yourself and you feel that bliss of your own being, everything else is just minuscule in comparison to that feeling that you can get from within. So now it's like even if I eat some bad food or whatever, like I will do it because I don't want to completely just be like, I don't want to be complete aesthetic, but I will eat a little bit of bad food. My meditation gets a little bit knocked off. So if you touch that inner core, this will be an easy process to do because there's no orgasm. You're orgasming through your breath. No lie though. That's literally it. I can sit there now for like an hour, 2 hours, and I'm literally just in this state where it is so blessed and so beautiful that I don't need anything, don't want anything, and I can now see like the present moment is that I'm starting to swim back in the present moment and feeling the beauty of that moment and not needing to go anywhere with it. As soon as you touch that, semen retention, shmemen retention, it's easy.
Okay, you touched upon something. I want you to expand this for a moment. You said that this energy rises and you touch this area here, and tell us more about this.
So it's funny because when I first met Shiva, I had like an activation slightly on my crown. I have had like pretty much a full crown activation in the past. But I've once I had this experience, all I wanted to do was get back. Like once I'd had it, I just wanted to keep swimming in it. Okay. Now, recently, what started to happen is I had this crown activation slightly again. Now, what's happening when I'm sitting there with meditation, okay, this area is bright blue. So when I'm closing my eyes, I'll do my Shambho, and I'm seeing bright blue colors, okay, and I'm like, wow, that's beautiful, that's beautiful. Then there's like a tingle in the center of my head, and it starts tingling, and then it like melts around here, and it starts like, and then my whole body gets in contact with like the bliss body, and then it's not gone straight to my crown properly yet, but I know for certain now that what's about to happen over the next few months, if I stay on this path, I know that it's about to start splashing out the top of my head. And that's where the real bliss and joy comes from. So at the moment, my current experiences in meditation, blue, stability, balance. It goes from like peace to then present moment. And then like the bliss body through here is getting activated. So there's like it's like think about spilling your seed, like that moment of when it's happening. Think about that, but here and controlled with no guilt. Why wouldn't you want that shit?
So give the viewers some advice. What can you tell them that's going to benefit them about this path?
You see, anytime somebody asks me this, I always struggle about advice because like my path has been so wild and so like unpredictable and so off the path and on the path, and so it's hard. I would say the main piece of advice that I would give myself is be true to who you are and what you are. Do not bullshit yourself. You can bullshit other people, but don't lie to yourself. That would be the main thing. Whatever you're feeling, watch it. And even then, there was times where like I was doing this and it was like, what am I watching? Like, this is grim. Like, why am I doing this? Like, but because I'd had this experience, I just held on. It's like things pass. These like indifferences or like ugly feelings or just like insecurities or all the realm of these horrible feelings that you can feel throughout your life and that you do when you sit there with yourself. Just know that, just watch it for years. I've been doing this shit now for years. I've gone through the past 6 years have been hell. Pure hell, pain, suffering. There's not been any glimpse of hope really for so long and recent in the past, but I persevered. I persevered through the pain and I went through it and I watched it, and then on the other end, the most beautiful experience that are being, well, there's probably higher experiences, but right now it doesn't really get much better than this. You can get all the money in the world, all the women in the world, or whatever you want, but this was what I was seeking all along. And for it to finally, everyone told you it wasn't going to happen. People didn't believe in it. People thought that it was all nonsense. What you're doing, just sitting in your room all the time, and you've had businesses, and you're doing all this. It's fucking real, guys, and that's the fucking truth of the matter.
I think that's it. That's today's show, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Have a good day.